today's session we are going to see or verify the port characteristics of the isolator as well as the circulator. So let us see the setup what we have seen till now. The same setup we are going to use for today's experiment also. So let us take a quick review of the setup which we are using. So this is the Klystron power supply. This is the Klystron mount. As we know that it gets heated with a very high voltage, and we are providing 250 volts, we need a cooling fan. So always Klystron is associated with the cooling fan. The next is nothing but the isolator, the component whose characteristics we are going to verify today. The next one is nothing but the frequency meter, which is tuned in the X band, otherwise which is calibrated in the X band. Next component is the variable attenuator, slotted line, and the last one is nothing but the detector mount. As we need to detach it again and again, we will connect it to get the power right now. So I am connected it very finely to get a fine square wave over here. So you can see on the CRO I am getting a square wave of 1 volt. So 1 volt square wave is nothing but the input which I am going to give to my isolator. Now let us see the port characteristics. Now to see the port characteristics of the isolator, I need to connect the isolator before this detector mount. So here I am connecting the isolator. You can see this is basically a circulator which is used as an isolator right now. So we can see this is the port 1 and port 2 of the isolator. So first we'll give the input to the port 1 and then we'll check to the port 2, and then we'll reverse the direction of the isolator to get the power from port number 1. So let us do first, or let us give the input to the port number 1. I have given it to the port number 1 and I am checking the output at port number 2. So I am connecting it very finely over here so that there should not be any loss of power, and I am observing the output on the CRO over here. So I have given a 1 volt square wave and I am observing the same kind of the voltage in the port number 2. So 1 volt is given at the port number 1 and I am getting the 1 volt at port number 2. So let us reverse the direction. So if I am reversing the direction of this isolator, I'll get the output at port number 1. Okay, so I'll check the output at port number, I can say 1. Input is given to the 2 and I'm checking at port number 2. Now see what output I am getting on the CRO. So I can see here the divisions are nothing but the 1 point, I can say 4 divisions and 1.4 into 0.1 volt. So I can say this is 1.4 volt. So let us write down whatever observations we have taken. So here I'll write down the outputs which I have right now observed. So port 1 input and port 2 output. So 1 volt is given to the port number 1. 1 volt is given to the port number 2. At port number 2 I am getting 1 volt, and port number 1 I have got say 0.1 into 1.4 division, so I can say 0.140 volts. Now let us do the same things for the circulator. So next component is nothing but the circulator. Now you can say this is a 3-port circulator, whereas it is having a 3 ports, 1, 2 and a 3. So initially when we are talking about the circulator, whatever we are going to give to the port number 1 will appear at the port number 2, but 1, 2 and 3, but it will not appear at the port number 3. So it will always in the clockwise direction, not in the anti-clockwise direction. As we have seen that we have used a circulator as an isolator, so let us use that isolator to see the characteristics of the circulator. So here we can see this is the circulator, but its third port is terminated. So I can say I am giving the port number 1 co-input, I am checking output at port number 2, and then I am reversing the direction. So same kind of the characteristics here I will get. So whatever I have observed here for the isolator, I can write the same readings over there, because the same kind of observations we are going to take over here. So initially जैसे हम लोगों ने 1 volt input we have observed at port number 2, say 1 volt. Whenever you have given input to the port number 2, you have observed 0.140 volt at port number 1. So this is the one thing which we have previously done in the case of isolator, so I have repeated it here. Now the next one is nothing but that you are terminating the port number 2. Here circulator 1, 2 and a 3. So I have terminated port number 2. I'll give the input to the port number 1 and I'll check the output at port number 3. ठीक है, उसके बाद we'll give the input to the port number 3 and check the output at port number 1. So initially I am giving it to the port number 1 and checking in the port number 3. So I am observing over here. So if I set it properly here, I can say I am observing the output of, if you connect it properly, so connect it very properly so you can get the output very finely. So I am observing over there 0.8 into 0.1 volt. So 0.1, yes, 0.1 into 0.8. So I can say it is nothing but the input is given to the 1, that is 1 volt, and output I am checking at the port number 3. So I can see I am getting a 0.08 volt over here. The next one is nothing but I am giving the input to the port number 3 and I am checking the output at port number 1. So here, if you are giving the port number 3 and if you are checking the output at port number 1, you will get this kind of the output. So I am setting it on the CRO and then I am connecting it very finely. So you can see here, you are getting near about 1 volt or the exactly 1 volt. Whatever you have given, you are getting at the port number 1. So here 3 input and 1 output, you are getting here 1 volt. So if you have given a 1 volt to port 3, you are getting 1 volt at the port number 1. So two things we have done. Now next one is nothing but the we have terminated port 3, we have terminated, we can say, port 2. Now the third thing which we are doing is nothing but we are terminating port number 1, giving input to the port number 2 and observing it 3 and vice versa. So I have connected it, or I have given the input to the port number 2 and I am checking the output at port number 3. So here if you see on the CRO, I am getting 1 volt over there. So 2 input and 3 output is nothing but the 1 volt. So I'll write here 1 volt. ठीक है. Again इन 3 को इनपुट देंगे और 2 को आउटपुट देखेंगे. तो I have given 1, 2 and 3. So input is given to the port number 3 and output I am checking at the port number, say I am checking it at the port number 3 and 2. So anti-clockwise direction. So we are getting something over there. So we need to set our CRO to get something out, some output over there. So if you are connecting over there, you can see a very small output you are observing there. So near about 20 millivolt or something like that. So I am writing that particular output over there. So 20 millivolts is nothing but the 0.2. Need to do it very finely. So let us see how much we are getting by putting. Okay. So here you can say near about 10 into 1, 2, 3, 4 division. So I can say the 40 millivolts output I am getting. So I am writing that 40 millivolt over here. So here only one reading is remaining, 2, and this is 0.40. So that's why 0.04 volts. So we have taken all the readings, right?
So we have performed the practical. Let us see the isolation and the insertion loss for the isolator first. So insertion loss will be calculated by, you can say, 10 log to the base 10 P1 by P2, but here we are not dealing with the power, we are dealing with the voltages, and that's why it will be 20 log to the base 10 V1 by V2. Now we know that whenever we give input to the port 1 and checking port 2 output, we are getting the same, so we can say this is 1 by 1. So the insertion loss we are getting here is nothing but the 0 dB. Now let us see the isolation. Isolation is checked when you are giving the input to the port number 2 and checking the output at port number 1. So we have V2, that is 1 volt input is given to the port number 2 and output we are getting 0.140. So the isolation here we are getting is 17.07 dB, but the ideal value here for the isolation is near about 20 dB for isolator. So insertion loss we are getting a 0 dB and isolation we are getting 17.7 dB. Similarly, we'll calculate the same kind of characteristics for the circulator. So if we talk about the first port, the input is given to the port number 1 and you are checking output at port number 2 and 3. The ratio of 1 by 2 will be called as the insertion loss and the ratio of 1 by 3 will be called as the isolation. So let us calculate it for the port number 1, when your input is port number 1. So I can say here, if you see the formula for circulator insertion loss, you can say 20 log to the base 10 V1 by V2, or 20 log to the base 10 V2 by V3, or 20 log to the base 10 V3 by V1. So this is all about the insertion loss when you are giving input to the port 1, port 2 and port 3 respectively. So here if you are giving it to the port number 1, if you are checking this, so this particular value will become, I'm calculating it right now for this particular. So my V1 here in this case is nothing but the 1 volt, because I have given it 1 to each and every port, and to port number 2 I am getting the 1 volt. Here also V2 1 volt I am observing 1 volt, here also 1 volt, and here I am observing 1 volt. So the insertion loss here I am getting is nothing but the 0 dB. So 1 by 1 volt, everywhere I am getting the same insertion loss, that is 0 dB. Now let us calculate the isolation. Now here isolation, if you are giving input to the port number 2 and checking it for the port number 1, so one input is given over here. So I can say these are the insertion losses, okay. So whenever I am giving input to the port number 2, I am checking it at port number 1, I am getting it as a 0.140. so here I am getting 0.140, here I am getting point not V3 and V2 0.04, and here I am getting, when the input is given to the 1 and checking it at port number 3, 0.08. So for different things for different I can say 1 divided by 140 or 0.140, I am getting here 17.07 dB. In the second case I am getting it as a 21.93 dB. For second case V3 by V1, here I am getting the maximum, that is 27 by 0.95 dB, and here I am getting 21.93 dB. Okay, so the isolation I am getting it different for the different ports. Okay, so ideal isolation should be 20 dB, but as we are doing the practical for different match terminations, if match termination is not properly, you can say that there may be the variations in your output. So here isolation I am getting 17.07 dB, or you can say 27.95 dB, and you are getting it 21.93 dB. So this is the isolation when the input is given to the port 2, when the input is given to the port 3, and when the input is given to the port 1. So this is all about the isolation and the insertion loss of the circulator and isolator. So we'll stop here. Thank you.